Hey everyone, it's Haley, and today we are going to be talking about my fall hobby and just general bucket list for 2024. I'm trying a little bit of a different setup today. I thought it would be fun to kind of get cozy on the couch, and I feel like I've spent a lot of time kind of curating some cozy, nice spaces in the house, but I generally only film in the same ones. So let me know if you like this. I might regret it when I go to edit because you can kind of see a bit of my messy kitchen, but I'm waiting for the dishwasher to finish drying, okay? So it is what it is. It is reality. Not everything is perfect. But we are in one of my favorite seasons. I feel like fall and spring are probably tied for my favorite seasons, but since I've gotten into doing more hobbies, I feel like any time that I can stay inside, like winter has also gotten up there, which is wild to think, but I just love like times of year where I don't really feel guilty staying inside. Although with fall, the weather has been so nice recently where I am that I do feel a little bit guilty staying inside. But the vibes of fall I mean, I don't need to explain the fall vibes to you. Everyone knows the fall vibes, but it just feels like the perfect time for anything cozy. And that has been everything that I've been interested in over the past year. I've really like discovered myself and discovered that I just want these simple, cozy joys in life. So I have a ton of things that I am wanting to do this fall, whether it's hobbies or just general things. I have some big plans, so let's just dive into it. Also, if you guys have any plans or anything on your bucket list, whether it's a hobby or whatever, please leave it down below because I would love some inspiration. If you guys watch my favorite things video, I talked about, ironically, not really things as much as things that I've been enjoying doing, like not objects, but things that I've been enjoying doing recently. And one of the things that I talked about was art in general. So art in general is definitely something I would like to keep up in the fall, but specifically some fall themed art. I would love to go outside and like paint some watercolors, like maybe pick a leaf and try to recreate that leaf with watercolor or even with oil pastels. I've been enjoying that a lot. I think that could be a very fun activity. The leaves haven't started really falling yet where I am, surprisingly, because they should be, but it's been quite warm. So they're not really starting, like they're just starting to change. But once they start falling, I feel like it is going to be a really fun activity to just go outside, pick a leaf, and then try to recreate it in whatever medium I want. But also just general like doodles and everything that are fall themed. I love a good theme, okay? And I love sticking to a good theme. So I think that just wherever I am, even if I don't go outside, just drawing some fall themed things, whether I even use my iPad and draw digitally, that is definitely something that I would like to take some time to do this coming season. I also, of course, would like to try out something new because that has just been everything that I've been wanting to do recently, is just trying all the new things and seeing what sticks and what I like. But one of the things that I feel like is perfect for the cozy inside time that I have been wanting to try but have been very intimidated by is polymer clay. I have this polymer clay kit. It's like polymer clay for the home that I got almost a year ago. It'll be a year this past Christmas that I got it, but I haven't actually dived into it yet because I've been really intimidated. Honestly, I just feel like it seems like something that might get like a little bit messy, which intimidates me. And the fact that you have to like get the perfect like working of the, I want to say dough, but it's not dough, it is clay. Why can't I speak right now? I have no idea. I'm so sorry, but it just has kept me from doing it. But I would love to make something in polymer clay. And if I make that like first thing and it goes well, how cool would it be to make like a polymer clay pumpkin? That seems pretty simple. A polymer clay acorn, that seems pretty simple. Maybe it's not, but it seems pretty simple. So I think if I just rip off the band-aid and do those first like one or two projects, then I might be willing to venture into some other things. So I would love to take a weekend to just kind of dedicate to ripping off that band-aid and trying it out. So then it's not this like big thing that I want to do, but I'm so intimidated by. I also actually have a couple of kits for needle felting. So needle felting, it's kind of like amigurumi in a way where, I mean, you can make anything, but the kits that I have are for animals. So I have a hedgehog kit, and then I think I have a cat kit, and it just feels like something fun to, you know, sit outside, just do your little needle felting. There's no particular reason why I haven't picked this one up other than the fact that I got so obsessed with amigurumi that I just didn't. Like, crochet had just taken over, so then I just didn't end up picking up these kits that I have. But I think it would be something really fun to do. Like I said, just sitting outside with like a nice hot, but actually cold because I really only drink iced coffee now, mug of something, and just sitting there making something. I don't know, I'd like to try it out. It's very, very intriguing to me. And I know that quite a few of like the decorations that you'll see around this time of year are actually needle felted decorations. So it would be cool if I was able to create some fall decorations of my own. This next craft isn't really something that is like brand new to me, but it's something that I was really into at the beginning of the year, put down for a little bit because I got obsessed with crochet and was just hyper focusing so hard. And then I've picked it up again recently, and that is embroidery. So I think it would be so cool to embroider some leaves or just some fall scenes. A lot of the embroidery that I've been drawn to is of like mushrooms and snails, which is very fall themed. But for some reason, I just love mushrooms and snails. I don't know what it is. I cannot explain it, but I am very into that vibe, like the cottagecore thing. So doing some really cute cottagecore embroidery, I think would be so much fun to do. So I definitely would like to do that. And I also do need to finish the embroidery that I am currently working on. It is a work in progress. I'm like almost there, but it's just, I don't know. I, for some reason, will put it down for long periods of time and just not think about it. So if I could finish that and start a new one, that would be epic. Okay, the angle might be a little bit different because it's been half an hour because my camera battery was starting to die and I couldn't find any of the other batteries, which brings me to the next thing that is on my bucket list that I don't really want to do, but I know that I really want to do, or no, that I know that I really have to do, which is some fall cleaning. I know spring cleaning is a big thing, but I feel like fall cleaning should also be a big thing because you're going from spending a lot of time outside, not maybe being in your house as much, to this season is really kind of preparing for winter when you're going to be in your house a lot, you're going to be in your space a lot. So I think it is the perfect time to prepare to be in that space a lot and make it enjoyable. So there's definitely some things that I would really like to get organized and get cleaned, and I just need to rip off the band-aid and finally do it. It's just, I have been procrastinating on it because there are so many things that I don't even know where to start, but I need to start somewhere and get it over with finally. Speaking of kind of preparing for winter, I also would maybe, depending on my budget, I would like to maybe get some cute lamps and lights, kind of like my mushroom lamp behind me, to put around the house in preparation for winter. We are getting to the darkest time of the year, and that is definitely really hard. As much as I've learned to enjoy winter more, when it's dark out so often and like the sun sets so early and the sun rises so late, like it can just be really, really draining. I can find it very hard to get motivated and to feel good. So I feel like having lights on around me in any form is really helpful. So why not get some kind of cute little lamps, cute little light fixtures, or even some hanging lights, like whatever, to make the space feel brighter. So then when it is dark, I will kind of look forward to it because I'll be like, oh, I can turn on all of my lamps and everything. So then it will be not something I'm dreading as much as something that I am actually looking forward to. So last summer, you might remember, if you've been around for a while, that I got super into bike riding. I love riding my bike. It is the best. But this summer I didn't really do it because I found out that my tires were like way under what they should be for air, and I didn't know how to check that. So I thought I filled them enough, but then I would go out on a bike ride and I'd be like, this is really hard and awful and not fun at all. Why did I enjoy it so much? But then I discovered it was because of the tires. So since I didn't really go biking all that much this spring or summer, I would love to take advantage of a nice fall bike ride. The fall season is beautiful around here, like the leaves falling and changing and everything. It honestly is very picturesque. It is lovely. So what better way to enjoy it than to go on a little bike ride? I can go and bike along a path by a river. I can go like into the city and bike. There are a ton of options that will all just be very nice, like so much nice scenery to look at on my bike ride. I also would love to go on a little family hike during the fall because, like I said, fall is such a beautiful season. And last time, I'm not wearing my ring again. I always forget to put on my ring. I took it off to cook, so it's over there. But the last time I went on a fall hike, I got proposed to. So I feel like fall hikes are just a win-win. Like, it's just a really good time. And I think it would be really nice to go as a family to where we got engaged. I think that would be really nice to do again, you know? We have a visitor. Unfortunately, this little girl can't come on the hike, but she will be there with us in spirit. And of course, like everyone, I also would love to go to an apple orchard or a pumpkin patch. I don't know if I'll actually end up doing that this year. Things are just really busy, but it would be nice. Like, it's definitely not something I would say no to. I haven't been to one in Quebec yet. I've been to them in Ontario, but like a long time ago. I don't even remember the last time I went to a pumpkin patch, but either way, it would just be really fun. Now you might be wondering, Hailey, you haven't mentioned crochet at all. Do you not like crocheting anymore? No, that is not true. I waited until the end of the video because in case anyone didn't want to hear about it. So I have some specific things that I would like to crochet, like some specific kind of fall themed animals. And some of them I've already done, but I have some kind of more specific patterns in mind that I would like to do. So I'll put a picture of them here. But I have kind of slowed down with the crocheting a little bit. My hands were just starting to get in such bad shape and I wasn't having any time for other hobbies. So now I've kind of been balancing it out a little bit more, which is really nice. But if you guys don't know, and I haven't mentioned this yet, I do have my own little crochet small business called Stuffed Menagerie, and I will have my Etsy shop linked down below for you guys to go and check out if you just want to even give it a follow. It's really helpful and I appreciate all the support that you guys give me. So I don't generally crochet things that aren't animals. I just love animals, so I love to crochet them, but I feel like I might want to crochet a pumpkin because it would be fun to have some homemade decor. I don't really have all that much fall decor just because as much as I love fall and I love fall decor, I don't want to have like a bunch of stuff. Already, I have so much Christmas stuff that is away for half of the year. So if I added fall too, that would just be a lot of stuff that I'm only using for a couple of months a year. So that's why I don't really have all that much fall decor. But I also don't have any Halloween decor. So I could crochet myself some Halloween things too. I'm just not a huge Halloween fan, except for the the like cutesy things. So like I would like to make a cutesy little ghost, not anything scary. I just don't like scary things. And I don't know, something about Halloween in general, like everything is made to be gross. Like when the food is made to be gross thing, I just don't like it. I could definitely get behind crocheting a ghost, a bat. I actually already have a bat that is in progress that I need to finish, but I could see myself doing more than one bat. Maybe, possibly. I think those are the only like Halloween-y things that I would like to do. Other than that, fall makes me think of kind of like woodland animals quite a bit. So a few that I have on my list are a fox. Like a fox definitely makes me think of fall. Maybe it's because it's orange. I don't know why fox and fall seem synonymous to so many people, but I see a lot of people making foxes. There's this pattern that just came out recently that looks really interesting. It has like long legs and looks like a legit fox, which is cool, but I also have some that are in different styles that I think would be fun, so maybe I'll make more than one, who knows. And then also a snail. This is the one that I made recently, which is really cute. Not like necessarily fall themed, but it does have orange eyes and it has like a pale orange body. But I would love to make this one that's kind of like a cinnamon roll. That's what it makes me think of. I think its name is Cinnamon the Snail, if I'm remembering correctly, but the browns and everything, I feel like making this one, I might want to keep it for myself, which is why I haven't made it yet. But I think now is the perfect time to make it. And if I do end up keeping it for myself, it's whatever. That will be the second snail that I've kept. I just love snails. Speaking of, like with embroidery, I would also like to make a mushroom. I've made one mushroom before, but I didn't really love that pattern. So there's this like bigger mushroom pillow that I think would be cute to make. I'm not sure what I would do for the top, maybe a variegated yarn, or I would do the color changing that I've seen in the pattern, who knows. But there's also like the classic Amanita mushroom that I think would be really fun to make, and I have quite a few patterns for that one as well. So just some like little pillows. I could make little pillows for the couch that would be fall themed. But like I said, I don't want a bunch of stuff that I need to like put away after the end of the year. But pillows, I don't necessarily need to. I could keep a mushroom pillow out. Another thing I'd like to crochet, and this could come in pillow form or another form, is a sunflower. So I have these two vases here that have nothing in them because I keep saying I'm going to crochet something, but also I have some like wooden flower kits that I've been making. So that might be what goes in here. I'm not 100% sure yet. And also I'd like to try some Lego flowers. So those might go in here, but definitely one of them will have some crochet flowers. So I'd like to crochet a sunflower, just like a normal sunflower, but also there are some patterns for sunflower pillows that I feel like I would keep that out year round. It matches the decor and everything. And that one just seems like such a big project, which is why I haven't done it, because it's like big petals and a big middle, but it would be really fun. Getting back to woodland animals, I feel like a deer kind of makes me think more of winter. So I was going to say deer, but I think instead I want to go with bear, and not just any kind of bear, but like a black bear or a grizzly bear, like that sort of thing. I have made bears in the past, and it was actually one of my favorite patterns that I did. It was a lot of fun and just like easy to do. So I can definitely see myself making any of the bear patterns that I have, because I do have quite a few, but I'd like to do that like classic, actual realistic sort of bear. I say realistic because it's not going to be like a teddy bear sort of thing, but like a bear that has the muzzle a different color than the head. I don't know if that makes sense, but in my head it really does. It's also been a long time since I've made an owl. I've only made one owl and it turned out super cute. I was really happy with it, but I have some more owl patterns that I feel like it would be a good time to try, because owls kind of make me think of Halloween a little bit too. So it's like a Halloween sort of fall, you know, that sort of animal. But I also think of hedgehogs, but I made a hedgehog recently, so I'm not sure if I will end up making a hedgehog for fall, but that definitely could be an option, because a hedgehog is definitely another animal that is pretty synonymous with fall. So maybe I'll remake the pattern that I already made because it was super cute, and my sister really likes hedgehogs, so I could make one and give it to her. I'm not entirely sure, but there are also definitely some other hedgehog patterns that I have that I would like to try out. And I already started, but a squirrel definitely makes me think of fall. I have the tail that is going already. I made it while I was at the hairdresser like semi recently, but for some reason when I make pieces I just never go back to them, so I really need to get back to that one. And I was thinking, it's funny because most squirrel patterns and most like squirrel depictions, they're brown, and maybe that's just like where other people live, but squirrels where I live now are primarily gray, and where I grew up they are black for the most part. You'll see the occasional gray one, and now like you'll see the occasional black one, but you never see squirrel patterns that are gray. So I'm making a gray squirrel. I think those are really all the patterns that I wanted to talk about. I mean, there's certainly other things like in the woodland theme, like raccoons. Definitely could make a raccoon or a possum or a skunk even, like any of those things, you know, just those animals that make you think fall are kind of on my list for soon. But like I said, I saved that for the end, so then you didn't have to sit and listen to me talk about it if you don't care. But thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Please do let me know what is on your hobby or just fall bucket list, because I definitely love to have new ideas. It's really helpful to, you know, for everyone to have different ideas in the comments. Oh, another thing, I want to play Animal Crossing. I have been back on my Animal Crossing grind, but definitely, like, I thought that October it would start to be fall themed, but there are pumpkins and stuff around, but the grass is still green and the trees haven't changed yet. I'm not sure when that happens, because I think the first day of fall has passed, so I'm kind of surprised that it hasn't happened yet. But I've never actually played this Animal Crossing game in the fall because I kind of already fell off of playing it in like 2020 when it came out by fall, so I really want to play it during the fall time. It's just like the perfect cozy fall game, so that's definitely something that I'm going to be doing as well. But anyways, I will get back to my outro. So thank you guys once again so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in another one very soon. Bye!